Hey y'all, how you doing? Just 1 second. Okay, I have to take a drink. I'm doing 20 things at once here. Who we got? Travis, Deb, NC Debs, Rabbits, Discernment Files, Patrick Kelly, Kiss Off, Chuck, Carl. How y'all all doing? Bet y'all saw the title and you thought, uh-oh, Bonnie's done. Gone there. Fooled y'all. It's not what you think it is. Um, I was watching a prepper today, and of course, our first prep is God, getting right with God. But one that I haven't heard talked about a lot is your mind, prepping your mind. Um, it's hard to do when you don't know what you're prepping it for, but you can prepare in a lot of ways to be able to handle more things. And there's skills that you can use that will help you get through those things. Excuse me. But preparing for them is like meditation, um, deep breathing that I tried to get y'all to do the last time, and it's just um, getting yourself in a calm place. I can remember one time someone telling me to picture my favorite place I've ever been. Well, I've never been to Hawaii, but Hawaii is what I chose because of the foliage, because of the flowers, because of the trees, because of all the pretty things that I picture or have seen pictures of in Hawaii. And if you get yourself deep enough into that picture and imagine the smells and the sun being warm on you, and just um, the wind blowing, you know, you can add whatever you want to it that makes you feel more like you're there. And that's what I mean by prepping your mind is you you've got to find that place that you can think of that will get you out of all the other stuff that's going on, and also looking for that just one little thing to make you smile, make you happy, whatever it is. Um, I don't know. I like being outside, so it's usually something in nature. It can be making a craft, it can be crocheting, it can be woodworking, it can be back in the day. Why do you think there was so many men that would carve wood? That's the way that they would find their calm, their peace. And so I keep saying, you know, peace doesn't come just from God. It's the way you're thinking and putting action to it kind of brings peace also, but it's like more of a relaxing peace. Does that make sense to anybody? Am I sounding crazy up here? Y'all all mean a ton to me, and so I just there you go. The and those frequencies also. There's sounds you can look all over YouTube. Um, there's sounds for the mind. There's music. And actually, okay, the title. There is a song called "Mind Control," and it's by Stephen Marley. And I won't play it because it's I just don't like the sound of it. But if y'all look it up, there's a message in it. He knew what was up. So it's Stephen Marley, and it's called Mind Control. That's true discernment. um, we're in those times. Yep, the Bible is instruction manual, but there's also things. Okay, when you read the Bible, a lot of people can get confused by all the parallels and just the way it's written. It it can um, make you question, and but there's other ways to um, get to that place where you're mentally. I mean, we don't know what we're going to see. You know, we've been desensitized a lot, no doubt. News made sure of that when they started showing more and more um, really tragic things. And back when I was growing up, the old westerns, somebody would get shot. You didn't see blood. You didn't see any of that. It was just they were shot, and sometimes they made it, sometimes it didn't. But now they make very sure that you see red flying everywhere when somebody gets shot. And I mean, a lot of it is overdone because I just really believe it's overdone when I think about, well, if you got shot there, I don't see how that would happen, but okay, whatever. So it's, um, but even still, there could be some things that we see that can be traumatizing. And so that's where you have to really start working on your mind to prepare for anything like that. Um, and it can be anything. I'm not saying watching someone get shot or anything. It can be like um, one of your kids fall in the yard and break a leg and a bone is sticking out, or a car accident or whatever. There's a, a whole lot of ways to cause traumas. It's not just wars and stuff. It's and even being in the fire department. If if they went to something that was really bad, a really bad car accident, you see decapitated people, you see horrible things, and so um, they would have to go in and have a talk with somebody to work through that. It's a common thing. It's not. It's okay to be that way. Don't think you're weak because of it. Don't think that that's controlling you. Don't let it control you. That's what this is for, is to keep you from being controlled by anything. Is getting your mind in a good place that can save your life even. Um, there's a channel out there. It's called Prepping with Sarge, and he is a therapist, I think. I don't know, but um, y'all can look in, or if you want me to drop a link, I'll look for it and I'll drop it. But um, and also, that's one of the things, is making sure we're okay before we help others. Like if we do come up on somebody who needs help, you know, we got to be okay to handle that also. Kiss off, I believe that. You got it. um, let's see. Daily meditation, thought stopping. I went over all that, didn't I? Every thought you have feeds your brain and how you react. Turn negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Neutral, reframe. There's a lot of words for it, but um, that's one of the things too. I've seen a lot of y'all say things about yourselves that absolutely are not true. And even if they are, it doesn't matter. Um, I told y'all that I put positive affirmations on my mirror in my bathroom, telling myself, "You're beautiful," or I don't know, "This is going to be a good day," or um, "Your kids love you," or just just anything, just something positive to read every day. And then I do have my stack of index cards with scriptures on them. And like John 17:17, I am being made holy by God's truths. Romans 5:10, because Jesus died for my sins, I am no longer separated from God. I live in close union with him. There's a lot of ways that you can get through this and build yourself stronger and ready for anything. And discernment, that is a big part of it, is faith, but at the same time, you can have total faith and you can still have fear. I can attest to that. and um, and then I kind of think I get fear and worry mixed up. And also, you can get excitement and panic mixed up, because they can make you feel the same way. So instead of calling it panic, call it excitement. You're excited to go do whatever you're going to go do, instead of, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to do this. And if you start thinking that way, you're going to start um, talking yourself out of it. Sin is a balance on the roof peak, sitting in the inside, puffing my dew, watching the night sky. There you go, Carl. Yeah, I used to like my kids. Me and the kids would lay on the hood of the car and against the windshield and watch the um, shooting stars, especially whenever they were high in numbers. Or we'd sit at the river at night if it was a full moon and watch the fish jumping out of the water. It doesn't take much to get that zen, if that's what you're going to call it. Chuck, I don't know. Who steps forward? Hmm, that'll have to be something we're going to talk about. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. There was one other thing. Um, I'm really good at catastrophizing. I don't know if any of y'all are like that, but um, I can hear a siren and think the worst, or um, thinking the worst. That's catastrophizing, and so um, there's ways you can work out through that. You know, what's your proof? What what confirms that this is true? That the worst has happened? You keep the good thoughts that okay, probably not as bad as I think it is. 9 times out of 10, it hasn't been. But when you start catastrophizing, then that's when you start panicking too. And we absolutely cannot panic. We cannot afford to panic. Yep, discernment is swing land and pile of hay. Hmm, I don't know. I understand that, Kizop. That's when I heard he was cutting down a tree. I said, oh, well, that's good as long as it doesn't fall on him. And that's it. Don't think that. Hey, perseverance. Rescue's got it. He's doing the stuff. And but throw that but what if in there? What if is a bad one? Don't think what if either. With all this stuff that we're hearing and that is coming out, it's take it one day at a time as it is. Find the facts. I mean actual facts to back up anything you hear. Um, and even if the what if happens, it's still You're in control. Just keep telling yourself that. You are in control. Good job, rabbits. In my background, um, well, I guess you could hear it. It's across the room. I thought it was far enough away, but it's an air purifier. Thank you, rabbits. When needed. Won't be anybody messing with my cubs. Not as long as I'm around. Chuck, rabbits, Carl, with the link. I know y'all probably got a lot to say about this crazy stuff I'm talking about, but I don't think it's crazy. It's to keep us from going crazy. And um, if you do come up, let's try to be considerate of others and each person talk one at a time. I've noticed chat's been saying we're talking over each other, and so they can understand what's even being said. They're having a hard time understanding what's being said when they can't hear, when there's too many of us talking at once, which I understand. And sometimes it happens though. You just hear a dog barking. Chuck, Chuck, do not make me reach into chat and grab you. Ah, you want to know the word? Which word? Rabbits. IT girl. And it is a lot of times it's because of the mic and speakers. I think that Carl has trouble hearing. Hey, Owl Lunacy. Good to see you. Um, I think Carl has trouble hearing us talk. Something with his speakers. And then Chuck's mic kind of rolls or does something. And then we have trouble hearing him speak. And so we don't know that he's speaking. Chuck. So it, we have some problems with equipment sometimes, and it's all good. Thank you, rabbits. Yeah, the lag doesn't help either. True. Okay, nobody's gonna join me. Oh, oh, Mr. Brat decided to.
I'm gonna come up here and mute so nobody has to worry about my junk mic.
It's not junk all the time. It's just sometimes it does something where we
It's
can't hear
weird.
you.
Nobody can hear me when I talk, but they can hear a cricket fart in the front room.
Yes, I know. Because somebody I was talking to, and they're like, I hear you getting into those Nilla wafers. And I'm like, no, it's not Nilla wafers. It's my supper. But dang it. Don't, don't hear that good.
Hey, G, everybody.
And, but it is. When your mic is working, we can hear every sound. But then something
Watch right
happens.
here. Watch right here as I talk now. I'm turning my head. Does it sound any different as I'm doing that?
No,
I don't know what it is then. Unless it's somebody when maybe somebody talking over me kills my mic, maybe. Or background noise kills it. I don't know.
I don't know either. Does your cat get on your mic?
He don't come in here usually when I'm live anymore. He don't come back here much anymore.
Huh. I don't know what it is because that's what you had said that it's when you
I
turn your
thought
head
it
up.
might have been him, but he did still does it. Unless it's maybe powers that be at YouTube jacking with me.
Well, and two, even before you got that mic, when you would sit back in your chair, it was hard to hear you. So
Yeah, but I
maybe,
always sit forward. And usually now with this mic, I'll set it in front of me unless I'm rolling cigarettes or something.
oh, okay.
Probably
Um,
need a headset. I just wouldn't like wearing it all the time. And then Vicky couldn't talk if she did wanted to.
yeah. See, that's sweet that you're thinking of Vicky.
Uh,
That's sweet that you're thinking of Vicky.
that's sweet. Vicky
Yes,
said, "No, it ain't."
kiss me. No, it ain't.
She said, "I'm up to something."
When
Yeah,
my
what you do? Now I'm picking.
when I go live, I shut my bedroom door. If my bedroom door's shut, the girls know don't come in. And if they do, they know I'm live.
Hell, I figured Carl and them would come up. That's why I was sitting. You say you don't want any rude people or no craziness and no disrespect. And I'm like, okay, that cuts me out.
I
Yes,
don't think those were my words, Chuck.
I'm just messing with you anyway. The ID
I
channel has
know.
that thing on there right now about that Gabby Pepito or whatever her name was that come up missing last year. You remember who I'm talking about?
No. Was that in Texas?
There's some girl, I think they were from here or came through here or whatever, but they were like living in a mini house in a van or something. And they were traveling around, and then the girl come up missing from the campground. He tried to say that she ran off, and
Was that the 22-year-old girl? I just saw where
yeah,
they had found the
she
remains of the
yeah she
bones.
disappeared. They ended up finding her somewhere, and then he ran off in the woods. And I don't remember if they found him, or if he found him dead, or
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
oh my god, I don't
Well,
understand why people do this shit. If you guys are tired of each other, why fucking ruin everything and kill somebody just you
yeah,
hate her that much, or he hated her, she hated him, just drop them the hell off somewhere and go.
yeah. End their life and ruin your own. Um, I don't know, but people are acting crazy. I just got an alert from my police department that some people are going around begging for money. So, um, they're like, keep an eye out, make sure they're not near any of the citizens, and especially the elderly and children, try to get a license plate number. There's two different vehicles with them in it, and they're not American, and so they're telling everybody lock your doors. You know, wi- that's community. That's what a community does.
Yeah.
If somebody sees something's going on, they make sure that everybody knows about it. And even with me living outside of the town area and stuff, it's we just all look out for each other.
Gabby Petito, that was her name, Petito or whatever. That's just showing her.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, T girls telling me what. Oh no, Carl. Sorry about that.
Takes one kind of person to just kill somebody like that because y'all are having issues or they wanted to break up. Takes another entirely to cut them up and there should, oh, you're guilty of it. There's no way possible you aren't guilty of it. Okay, we're not going to put you in jail for 20 years or 50 years or feed you. Okay, the expense we're going to expend on you is okay. We waited for this through court. Okay, here's the rest of your expense. Here's 20 foot of rope. Go hanging.
Yeah. This one T girl's talking about, I think that's the one that was from January 1st. Uh, the wife was going to her real estate office in DC, and she never made it. And I think it took a while for him to report that even, but it ended up he had killed her. Um, Chuck, can you excuse me for a second because I locked the door and my daughter's knocking and can't get in. I'll be right back.
All right. Active or reactive or something, Carl. But we need a spray for them. Hell, her boyfriend on her showing pictures of him. He's got a beard, but his head shaved. He's half bald. And he looks like he's 40 and she might be 19. Hey, Keno.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
like they're saying people that strangle somebody that it's an act of passion. Bad thing about it, that's really shows hatred and stuff because it don't just instantly happen. It takes like 3 to 5 minutes to choke somebody to death. You got plenty of time to think that through.
Well, that's true.
And
Well,
all these people do this, husbands and wives or whatever, what they don't get, boyfriend, fiance, whatever, girlfriend, it's they're you're the first person that they're looking at. Then you get a lot of these assholes that do this stuff. The next thing you know, they're helping the search party. And it's like that takes another level of sickness.
okay, Kino.
Hey Kay.
Okay, out of the morbid. So Carl's got me watching The Chosen. That is really, really good. Have you watched it?
I don't guess. I'd have to look.
What is it?
The Chosen.
Yeah, that's supposed to be really good.
It's a series, and
It's about God.
yeah, Jesus, his walk. I'm just started, so I'm like, he's he's gathering his disciples.
How long ago did it start? Is this the one where the people all of a sudden just disappeared?
No,
Huh?
No.
no.
That's not it. I remember
Oh.
one that came out. All of a sudden, it's like they were showing that stuff was happening, and they were just finding people's clothes and stuff.
Well, that's the way some believe the rapture is going to be.
That's what the one I'm thinking of was about the rapture. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know why the clothes would be left behind. I
Does it
don't
not?
know. I mean, where would the body go? It just, but I guess for a movie, well, I don't know. They could just fall over. I guess it's more for emphasis. I don't know what it would be.
Earthly belongings aren't part of you.
Right, but neither is the body.
That's why I'm figuring the body didn't like ascend. The body just disappeared.
That's a good call. Maybe. Okay, what does it mean when a little red triangle pops up down here
Where?
on the bottom of my computer? Oh, okay. Fire weather warning. I'd never seen that. And we've been having fire weather for months.
Oh, beautiful.
I want. Oh, I know. I cry every episode. It's like, uh, um, I'm going to do a Bible study with some people about it. And I think I'm going to enjoy that because that would be neat. Yeah, I was taking notes. Um, it's like I said, I don't know all the everything, but because one of the disciples that he picked was named Simon, and I was like, wait, is there a Simon? I don't remember a Simon. Yeah, it does make you feel like you're there. So when I can't sleep at night, that's what I'm watching. If it gets quiet during the day, I'll turn it on. It's just sitting there waiting to be started again.
Hey, Watt.
A man called Otto. I haven't heard that one yet.
Well, what was Obi-Wan and Yoda doing naked, Carl? I try to remember that Western. Had that blonde-headed guy in it way back, and he was able to draw the people's guns, put them in the holsters, and slap them before they could do anything. And I can't remember the name of that movie.
Oh,
You remember what I'm talking about?
yes. Oh goodness, what was his name?
My Name Is Nobody. Is that nice? That's Clint Eastwood, ain't it? Rescue is out there. He likes Western. He probably know what it is.
Yeah.
If I didn't think of it, I'd know what it is.
I cannot remember the name of the movie.
Street or something.
Jedi training balls. Oh, I get to share something with y'all. Where is it at?
Your mama hug you. She's fixing to leave.
Well, y'all.
Remember when
Now
you
we
lived,
got
you said, "Oh, you come here and jump on our lap." No, I guess you're a little too big, and that'd be weird. But
Yeah, I want to jump in Daddy's lap.
Ed told him the other day I missed him running in the room, either jumping in my lap or he'd run in the room, get behind me, and put his arms around my neck and lean over my back.
Who's that?
Andrew.
Andrew. Yep. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna play. Yay.
Yeah, he was
Now
like my
get over here.
joint at the waist. Remember that?
Yeah.
Chuck, you're gonna love this.
Huh?
You're gonna love this. Can you mute a minute while it plays? I'm gonna mute.
They think this fence without barbs is going to hold us in? God dang, that hurts. Whew. I guess it will hold us in. And on this farm, he had a cow. E-I-E-I. Oh, wow. Barbed wire fences ain't got nothing on this one, man. Whew. What a rush. What's he talking about? How can this one line without barbs hurt a cow anyway? Oh, hey, watch it. Man, barbed wire fences ain't got nothing on that one. Hey, city cow.
Are you like talking to me?
Yeah, could you do me a favor?
I guess.
You see this line right here? Go ahead and touch it with that wet nose of yours.
Okay, but
Whoa,
ow!
what happened?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep, I was right. That thing will hurt you when you touch it. Well, I'll be danged.
Ow!
Whoa,
Oh god!
what the-
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! That thing bit me.
You're bitten?
That means you're infected.
He's contagious.
Don't
Yes,
do it!
oh,
He's infected!
I don't want to do
Do
it.
it! Do it! Ow!
My turn. Ow! Oh, why did I do that?
Oh, that
Bro, that was hilarious.
man, that hurts me just watching you do it.
Well, yeah, by the way, don't touch that thing.
That was mean.
I know it wasn't. It was funny.
I'm just joking.
I laughed so hard I was crying when I saw that. I was like, can I please share this? It reminded me of the movie and I don't know why it reminded me of that. The old movie where the boy stuck his tongue on the frozen flagpole.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But I could so see that here. I mean, it just a lot of electric fencing around here.
I remember me and my younger cousin. He was younger than me, and then I had a cousin that was my same age. He'd been being an ass all day, and we were all taking a pee, and it was close to a fence. Me and my other cousin walked up behind.
See, there goes your mic just went.
I turned my head. That's weird. But anyway, we went up behind him while he was peeing and pushed him towards the electric fence while he was peeing. And it popped, and he screamed. And
Oh my goodness.
then we locked him in way in the back of my grandmother's house. She had a tool shed out there with an old, made out of sawmill lumber, so it was a solid shed. It had an old house door on it, a solid wood door that had them little square centers in it that were thick. And there was a bull float head laying out there, and I grabbed the bull float head and stuck it in the ground and stomped it down where it held the door shut. And then we went in the house and forgot about him, and we ended up leaving him out there for like 3 hours. Mom or my grandmother or somebody was the one that hurt him, and one ended up found out about it. I got my ass tore up for that.
There was a few things I did as a child, but I really had to. I asked for forgiveness a lot because it was mean, but I never got caught. Thank goodness, because I probably wouldn't be here. My grandmother would have killed me. But my brother is the one that put the popper in my mother's cigarette.
And that's my mom.
Oh, yeah, here.
You did it to your mom?
Yeah, me and my sisters.
Oh,
She was mad as hell.
I imagine. Well, my mother, it went in her eye, and we were in a crowded building. So I was the evil one because it was, of course, blamed on me. Hello, Rabbit.
I'd be like, well, I didn't do it, but I guess I need to start doing stuff like that because I get blamed for it.
Yeah, me and my two other sisters, we were the three youngest. Oh, we gave my mom and dad hell.
Does chat want to see that video again? What was that, Bonnie? Where'd you get that? That was amazing. That was cool. I want to see it. Well, obviously kind of long, but totally awesome.
I'll show it again. The movie is called Trinity is Still My Name, chat. Is that the one?
I didn't hear you. Vicky was coughing.
Was the movie called Trinity is Still My Name?
I think that's it.
Bye.
Bye, I love you. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. Bye, Wyatt. Love you.
Bye, Vicky. Be careful.
Bye, Andrew. Love you.
Right? It's electrifying.
Bit of a shocker.
Yeah, I like my steaks a little more done than that. That's just a little too rare.
No, rabbits, it's like this. Blech.
That's the one. And we can't replicate it. We've tried to capture it. We've sent it to the highest levels of government. It cannot be replicated.
Hello, Jen. Didn't say hello. Echo, don't say hello to me. Hey, Colin.
Hey, Kino, don't do that. That's a waste of bandwidth, man. Like, thank you though, but no, don't do that. It's a bad Kino.
No, Carl, you shouldn't do it anymore at this age. Tell him what can make our hearts stop beating.
Several $20 bills?
I don't
No,
know.
no. We're not doing that. Stay focused. OMG, Camel. What the hell? Was that Chuck or did someone run over something?
Excuse
What was
me.
that?
They call me Trinity. Trinity's still my name, and Trinity rides again.
Tom, you feel up to chatting?
Virginia. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, Truth with Tom. Virginia is dangerous.
Wild West Virginia.
Actually, kiss off. I owe you an apology because the okay. Maybe we'll do a video for kiss off, but nothing goes on there like ever. Like, last time I did a video was when Red was like, "We'll show something," and we did it. These are the creators, Bonnie in Texas, and the rest of y'all.
Here you go, Jen. Here's a link to it. It's the whole movie. Anybody else that wants to see, that's Trinity is my name.
Cool.
I didn't
Now I
know there were three of them, but they all looked familiar when I'm looking at them on.
like the old westerns. So did the Lone Ranger ever shoot anybody?
Ooh, good question. Excellent question. Ask Virginia because they're all about guns there. Come on, Truth, get up here. You know what's up. You can feel it. What's going on? They have a really rich history. That's right, Truth with Tom. You know what's up. They're the epitome of guns and the rest of it. I'm gonna mute.
Oh, okay. I understand, Tom. Ugh. Yeah, my grandmother got struck by lightning twice. She was one tough lady. She has been through it.
Hey, Tom.
And that's why I thought she was immortal and she wasn't.
Uh-oh. Chat saying we got a crush on the Trinity.
Terrence Hill, Trinity. I don't know what that is.
That's that guy that played on that show, that blonde-headed guy.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of, I guess, like Tom Selleck in 1970.
Well, I didn't think it was that great, but I'm old. What do I know? I'm picky. That's what's wrong.
That's what we want to hear, Tom. I mean, total mad respect for any rebuild. But we're not going to fire the first shot. But if it's got to be done here, you know the drill. And thank you for your family's heritage.
That's cool. Yeah, mine's been here since I guess we were still a country. Or what were we when they had the Alamo? Battle of the Alamo. I know we weren't part of the Union.
No, that was colonizers that were there. That's
Sorry. Go ahead, Chuck. What you got?
I was just thinking of the North Carolina, South Carolina. I traced my family all the way back to that, to the Revolutionary War. Then I traced one part of them back to the 1100s in Germany. And I'm like, wow.
And as respect to all you other fellow Americans, thank you so much. But if you can all look at chat and see what Truth with Tom put, he knows where it's at, whether he's rebuilding a machine or not. In other words, it supersedes it.
Yep.
If there means to have war, let it begin here. And the other part was do not fire the first shot.
Fire the
There we
last.
go. No. Truth knows. Oh, it'd be so good to see him up here. I know it's inappropriate to ask, but it'd be so cool because that's the part we're looking for, right? All of us. And good point, Chuck. Really good point.
He's building a cigarette machine right now.
Which is not easy, mechanics
Right.
and gears and stuff. But despite the cigarette machine, here's the part that I find quite fascinating and the nameless people behind me. He's a member of history. So there's a cigarette machine, and there is what he stated at 10:30 p.m. If they mean to have a war, let it begin here. That kind of supersedes it, and we'd love to hear from him when available. The point being, it kind of trumps it. You got a cigarette machine, and you got the founding of the nation. I mean, just saying. And
Yeah.
he's actually at the core of it, which is epic. And thank you so much, Tom. Thank you. That's some good shit, Camo. I think I traced my stuff all the way back to last week at the Motel 8, so you got me beat.
Camo Carl, you're my hero.
That's right, Kino. That's something with the core factor. Something that we all kind of feel but need to hear more of. And it only needs to be said. But we respect the work because the man's working, or the woman, or whatever. I'm afraid to say these days, isn't that terrifying? Absolutely. Tobacco was between tobacco and don't forget the other one. What was the gold of?
Alcohol.
Oh, that's good, Bonnie. That's good. Alcohol would have been a good guess. Tobacco was tight, but there was another one that actually funded the entire war to some extent. Look at chat. They know what's up. And Truth with Tom definitely knows what's up. There we go. King Cotton. Gotta love it.
Yeah, but no matter what was over and what the money value and who produced the most money from this or that, the damn prostitutes got a big part of it.
Hey, George.
Well, don't forget the big one, Tom. Ginger. Ginger. I never would have thought it in a million years. But some historian actually expressed that ginger was a total cornerstone in some good ways. Hemp's
Wow.
a good one, end of the world. Hemp's a good one.
They were saying back then, before the first half pound of gold come through some of them places, that they're already building it and established a whorehouse there. That's really messed up. The world's oldest trade comes in as soon as they find money.
Now, for the record, totally respect what Tom's doing with the whole machine and the rest of it. Lord knows mechanics are a pain in the ass. But it's very fascinating. Someone that actually knows, don't fire the first shot, but if it has to be done here, if it has to be done here. In Virginia, that's it. That's the epitome. Awesome.
Yeah, Carl, that was me making fun of Ferris Bueller's Day Off when he took when that kid buddy is Ferris, you're my hero.
And good point, guardsman. It very well could have been ginseng. Maybe I'm mildly retarded. It's possible. I've been tested twice. Don't take my word for it.
Well,
Oh,
he's just
timber's not bad, but you got the king's timber. Sorry, Bonnie. Say again. I'll mute.
no, he's just listing all the good stuff.
But they're missing the best part. The best part, y'all. Everyone in chat, everyone on channel, everyone on panel. You guys, oh my goodness. You talk about a commodity that's quite fascinating. It's all of us.
Cold. Yep.
See, Tom's on point. Good man. Good man. But I'm telling you, I still believe, and I could be wrong on this. Let's see what chat thinks. It could be the people. Actually, the people. Because none of the rest stuff works without the rest of us. Well, previously, not counting robots.
True. And that's, to me, it seems that the South has a different, I don't know if it's attitude or a way of looking at things than the North seems to. Even still, to an extent, I see a lot of us here that think and say the same things, but I don't know. There's just something about the South.
Chat's got a good point. Sorry to interrupt, Bunny. Kiss Off said 911. And Guardian's like, Kiss Off? What do you mean by that? Come on, Kiss Off. Talk to us. Why 911? Is everything okay? Are you safe?
Mm.
Obviously, she. Oh, yeah. Love it. You okay? Say again. Proof of life. Say again all over. Safe word. Safe word. Safe word. Ganoff. 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 Oh, they are loving you. That's a good point, NC Deb. Which way is south? Why are you in chat? She shouldn't be there.
Myself or yourself.
There we
And
go. She's back.
you know what? She did tell me she was asking if she could come up the last time I was live, and I absolutely did not see it. NC Debs, do you want to come up on panel?
There's a lot of support from chat for NC Debs on panel, so something's got to give. NC Deb. NC Deb.
Mr. King of Extra October.
Finding Kino's got it. Like, there we go. There we go.
She all disappeared because I asked her. Oh,
I'll drop. If Rabbit's a problem, Rabbit can go away, I promise.
district. How'd you district?
I'm unsure, but nothing respect for NC Deb, but check it. But it's easier to step down than to explain. But she's the famous one. She's the voice in the darkness, the candle in the forest. Come on, girl.
No joking. What's wrong with joking?
FYI, I'm not sure the situation, Bonnie, but Kiss Off and all these other beautiful souls, we need to hear all of them. I would
Mhm.
love to just hear them one time. Screen, no screen. It would really make it just tickle me pink, as
Yes,
ridiculous as that sounds, to see them up here and just say anything. Even if it was the weather where I'm at is 42 degrees. Be really cool.
yes.
In the words, fellowship. Fellowship.
She's eating.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. But, a polite, acceptable reason.
How many squirrels? Are you jumping around again?
Not on purpose. My connection is awful. I might as well be up there with AOL. It's so disgusting. So sorry.
You're fine.
So many squirrels, guardsman. Now get up here and explain to us the best part of the squirrel. Come on, help us out. Community effort. We want to see more of all of you. We love what you have to say in chat, and we would adore what you have to say in person.
Okay, drop it.
And we love that from NCDev. We love the motivation, but guardsman, you're not off the hook. You have really good things to say, and we adore it. Whatever. We totally adore it. Nuts or not, adore it. Come on, you guys know what's up. What you have to say is cool. It's interesting. It makes a difference. And the rest of you who are hesitant, at least consider Bonnie's generous say what's up. Because we want to hear from you. We like it. We love it. Want more of it. P.S. Guardsman, those faces are awesome, but you're not off the hook.
Somebody's there.
Yep. It's a sunflower. Some kind of flower.
Okay, Rabbit, this is hysterical, but to prove to you I'm eating, I'll go ahead and chew on panel so everybody can hear me like a
That
cow.
is
Okay.
so not what we want. We believed you with the
Okay.
eating,
Okay.
but we want to hear from you. Now, this was no attack on whether you were being
No,
accurate.
I walked up and I heard on the phone, I typed in chat and then I heard she's back. And then you said something like, oh no. And then I was like, what the hell just happened? I was like, I was only away for a minute. Did I do something? Did I say something?
So Chad will totally back me on this. We're just happy to hear from you. We don't care the particulars. It's
Oh.
great to hear from NC Deb. How
I'm
are you doing
honored.
today?
I'm honored to be next to you because I don't.
No.
No,
Bonnie's
I
channel.
don't think. Yes, because I don't think we've been in a chat together. And if we were, it was a while ago.
Were we? OMG.
Maybe once, right before you met Gina. You remember when you met Gina?
Oh, hold up. Who's this?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I do. I do NC Debs. Totally do. Ring size
Hi,
7.
guardsman.
Boston cream pie. I totally remember Gina.
Hey, Blaine. Yeah, you guys hit it
Hi.
off so well that I kind of that night I was sort of chatting with you, but then y'all just went off and had a good time.
Well, then explain right now.
What
Wop,
about
wop, wop.
what right now? Are you trying to tell us something?
What I'm trying to say is Blaine is here, and it's so good to see you. But his mic is muted.
Hey, Blaine. Nice
Hey,
bonfire.
I'm sitting here packing me a bowl, so I was just like, I'm muting my mic so I'm not fuzzing up the panel here.
For the record, no matter how hard you push that shit in there, it won't disturb it. Promise.
Nice bonfire, Blaine. That was just what I needed tonight. Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming by.
Always.
Oh, I missed.
Just a little quickie, but he was doing he's doing this great. I don't know if you've seen his gigantic machete on steroids that he's making. But it's unbelievable. You got to see this, Bonnie. He's doing it all by hand.
I will. I'll go back and look at it because I did watch another forging video and it 2 hours just sitting there watching.
He can show you right now. Actually, he can hold it up and show it to you. You'll just quickly because it's amazing. It really is.
After he's packing, after he
After he packs, yeah, for sure. Packing is number 1. Smoking is number 2, and show and tell is number 3.
Hang out, y'all. I got a wolf outside the fence here.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I'm not used to just one wolf.
I guess he didn't hear that. I said, wolf's better than a cougar.
Ha ha.
We get
if that
those
was a
two.
joke.
We get those two. I had one on top of the house a couple of months ago.
Really? Do you get them, Chuck?
No, they've seen panthers around here. Panthers don't exist in East Texas or in Louisiana that high up. I'm like, okay, tell it that.
Well, I didn't know if you were doing that as a joke better than a cougar coming in the house. I can't tell sometimes with you.
Both ways. It's a double edged.
Double edge.
Womp womp.
Okay, let me get rid of that one. That's not a good one.
You're still chewing on my imaginary food there, Rabbit.
Please feel free to. I'm so sorry, NC Debs. I didn't want to interrupt the dinner. It's good to hear from you.
Hey, it's a biscuit, man. I can do it anytime.
What?
Oh my God, Jen, you serious? Cougar a week ago? We talk about the neighbor or the one that walks on all fours? What's going on here?
I have never seen one except the San Diego Zoo. That's the only place I've seen a mountain goat and like the fancy cats. I've only seen like bobcats, never panthers.
Yeah, I've seen
Chuck
a
says panthers don't exist. I'm starting to believe him.
Who has seen a wild boar? Now that is something that's really a trip. Is the wild boar? You got that thing out, Blaine? Okay, check that out, Bonnie. Check it out.
They're all over around here.
Yeah.
Boars.
I would go with my neighbors, but yes, they're out there.
Never tick Blaine off, okay? And never come unannounced to his house.
He said, "That's not a knife. This is a knife."
Camel, why are you hiding out in the background? What the hell? If you're gonna tie-
Crocodile
get up here.
Dundee with that.
Sword.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yeah, and he did it, Bonnie. He did it all with the what do they call it? Metal smithing or whatever smithing himself.
I did all the bladesmithing myself, and
Yeah.
yes, this was a steel bar. Now it's a sword-shaped steel bar.
It's an implement of destruction.
That is so cool.
Wyatt wants me to build him a forge to do the stuff to keep him occupied. He's been asking me for years to do it. The only thing is, you could build the forge part cheaper than you could buy an anvil, or a decent anvil anyway.
Really?
Anvils are crazy, and if the older, they're better. But the older they are, and the more beat up they are, the more expensive they are.
Oh man, I've just noticed that everything is like things that you wouldn't expect to go up in price are going up in price, and now it's starting to be the older stuff because obviously people want the older stuff because it's built like a brick. You know, whatever.
Ladies, total
Chuck.
respect. Is Blaine talking right now? Because I see his mouth movement. I don't hear nothing.
He just started.
Hey, Chuck.
Yo.
I made this sword on top of one of those Harbor Freight anvils, the ones that's like $45.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15-pound Harbor Freight anvil. That's what I made this sword on.
Did it dent as you're hitting it? The metal.
Oh yeah, all the time. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to take the shock from the other side of the workpiece, so that you don't damage the surface of the workpiece.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to have a hard anvil. A lot of people use those hardened anvils and whatnot in order to move steel more efficiently. The problem is that you damage the actual surface of the workpiece.
I was told to either look for a overhead crane I-beam or a couple pieces of railroad track and weld them together and then grind them and make you one. But
No, that's actually a bad idea.
Railroad
the way
track
that
has got to be thick. How thick can you go, Blaine? If you start with a piece of metal, how thick does it need to be?
Okay. Take your hammer that you're going to be using, your main work hammer.
Big hammer. Okay.
And the middle of your anvil should be twice the thickness of your hammer.
Oh,
So like when it's going straight up and down, the middle of your anvil. Here.
So that's for weight and use and everything purposes to make it work right.
All right, I'm gonna try and do this by hand so you all can see. The middle of your anvil should be that squared if you're using a basic hammer. All right, like literally, you take your hand and curl your fingers and your thumb. That's about how thick the piece of metal should be, and then it should be solid. There should be no gaps, no cavities, no nothing. That's why I-beam and railroad tie is actually a really bad idea because it bounces all over the place.
So they're
You
pitted.
want you
Like-
want the metal of the anvil to take the shock and not
Oh.
bounce all over the place.
Oh God, I never would have known this.
Only
That's
time
why
you want a
anvils
bigger hammer,
they're
you just need
big.
if
That's
you're
why you got big anvils, heavy anvils. I'm using a little 14 pounder, but I've got it mounted into a tree.
Well,
So
for $15, that was a good deal, y'all. You know, if anybody wants to mess around and do some metal, stuff smaller than that, maybe, but that was a pretty good
Well,
deal.
the $15 one's only like this little tiny. It's
Oh.
for doing jeweling. I'm talking the one that I've got is $45 down at Harbor Freight.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not that expensive.
No, not at all.
Like I said, it's got that middle core that's that thick across the underside of it, and you can use that as your strike point. And what you're
I can
doing
see
is
it.
you're pinching pieces of metal.
Oh,
That's why you want the iron, because iron is actually harder than steel, but at the same time it has some forgiveness. It takes shock and absorbs it.
so you're compressing the shock into like solid so that it doesn't waver and wiggle and yeah.
Yeah,
also
you're
it's
taking.
red hot, so it forms easier.
Yeah, you want the steel. You want your workpiece to be hot, red hot, white hot, almost. All right, when you're working it, but you don't want to damage the surface of the workpiece. So what you do is you have the shock from the hammer on the other side get absorbed by the anvil on the side where the anvil is. It takes the shock out of it and absorbs all of the energy from your strike. So instead of it bouncing down and then coming back up with a bend and causing a warp in your blade, it absorbs all that shock, and that puts it into what you can see here. This is a straight blade.
Skills.
Skills.
That's awesome.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's
Showing us that.
bladesmithing 101. Whoa, that was my coffee.
Yeah, I've seen people selling old anvils, some of them 200 or 300-year-old anvils, and they're like the worse they look. You can add dollar signs to it. I'm $700-800.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
I got a friend who collects old tools like since he was a kid, and he's like, "How old are you, Chuck? Around you're in your 60s, right?"
I'm
Bonnie,
57.
throw me on solo real quick. I want to show you all this.
Only because I have a friend who saved like meat grinders, old tools. I mean, he's got like a cabin full of everything to use if everything is gone. Wow.
See that? That's just a simple Harbor Freight special. All right.
On a tree.
Yeah, mounted to the top of a tree.
Nice.
Wow.
And that's what I use to make that sword. All right, you can take me off.
Yeah.
Still really good. Thank you for sharing. Damn.
Yeah, so there's a little hobby, y'all, and I could see Camo man trying to cut his camouflage. He'd be like bonsai. Whoosh. He'd be like cutting the camo exactly like straight because the thing would be like you described it as cutting something the other night. You said when
Right.
it's done, it's gonna cut like whatever.
Between NC Debs and Blaine's smile, we got to redo all of that so I can make it my ringtone. That was awesome and real good motivation. That
Oh,
was really cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Look, watch Blaine in the corner. He's like, "That's it, that's it." Is he muted? I know what a tang is. Show it. He's trying to show what's up. And then see Debs. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Really good energy.
That's
Oh.
the tang right there.
Yeah, a tang. Checking. That's tight. Really tight.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Wait.
And you know what? He can sing too, rabbits.
Yeah, he can.
He can
What
sing. He can
what is
belt them
that?
out.
What is that above him?
A tent, like a tarp.
yeah, it's a tarp.
He's on his porch, kind of.
Check.
See, that makes it difficult
Don't
to actually
poke it
see
with
what
the
I'm doing
tang.
down
Damn,
here.
come on, Nancy. We got a blacksmith. You see what this is? Come on, man. That's beautiful. You don't hit art with art. You know you know how it works. You don't do that. I think you did that on purpose to get a rise out of us, or make me panic. One of the two. I'm like, no, that's too beautiful. You don't do beauty and beauty. And Chuck, what do you think of it?
Oh wait, somebody's down here.
Come on, Chuck. What you feeling? And that's tits. That's really cool. Oh crap. Beauty.
Okay, twisting. Nope, that's straight.
Hello, Jen. How are you?
Hi, good. How about you?
Good, thank you. What are you showing?
That's the cougar.
Oh my gosh.
There's a cougar in the car.
I think I got, let's see.
Oh wow.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
kitty.
Big kitty.
And she's
Kitty,
got-
kitty.
It's hard to figure this out. There we go. See it?
Wow. Holy moly.
But it had to be tagged and everything. But yeah, she got it. She's 18 years old and she is a police officer.
Oh, bless her. Man, that's cool.
Yeah. But I just had to show.
That's beautiful. No, thank you. That was great.
Yeah,
About a week ago.
I personally would never shoot a cougar unless I was shooting
Yeah,
it out of
it's
self-defense.
Yeah, it's too pretty. Yeah.
No, it's not a matter of it's too pretty. It's just I don't want to piss that thing off.
Oh, yeah. It's like if you got any other way that anything to do with a grizzly bear coming at you, got anything else you can do, either run or just run up and kick it in the nuts. That way it won't have any mercy on you while it wrecks you.
I was going to ask, my next question was going to ask about wild boar and tell a kind of a short story about my, encounter. I was waiting at my dad's house, who lived on an island, and we were coming from Georgia, and they were coming from some other state, and we were meeting there. So we had like a few hours before they got there, and we were locked out of the house. So we had to sit in the driveway, and it was in Florida on an island. So I just whipped out a lawn chair. We had the tunes going in the car, and everything was cool. Well, all of a sudden we heard all this rustling, and I looked over, and there was like 3 or 4 of wild boar, and they were like looking like they were getting together to like come visit us in a very fast way.
Good night, kids off.
So I jumped in the car, took the lawn chairs. I said, "The heck with this. We're in the car. We're not getting out. This is it." Because when I started to move and started to throw things in the car, they started to come charging. And they did stop before they did any damage or anything to the car. But that was my only experience. And I just didn't know if anybody's ever like encountered one, and if they were that aggressive or if they left you alone, or. What am I missing?
Anyone?
The behavior can be intense. Jem, what you got? What you showing?
Yeah, what are we looking at? Boar? She got
No,
wild boar.
Weapons. Weaponry.
That's the
and
Peace
shooting.
Corps rolling in.
No, that's. Oh.
Not the score.
It's
Not-
not,
not-
N
Not
A.
the Peace Corps.
It's
not the
not-
Peace Corps.
It's not NATO, is it?
Not ours either.
It was Monday morning at 9:30 in the morning, going heading west. 5-mile
What?
train.
Okay, towards West Coast.
Like towards Dubuque.
Okay.
Dubuque going to the west side. Look at that.
Oh my. What?
This happened Monday.
What is going on? Oh God.
Yeah, you don't want to hear the volume on here because I was screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Those don't look American.
It says
No.
Army on the train.
Those look like a hodgepodge kind of Blaine. I mean, these look like they look like they
What-
could have been brought from all over the place, all over the country.
Looked like he took a Humvee and something else and put it together.
If you could like zoom in on the plate, man. Oh, it's too bad you couldn't slow it down and try to get a plate like where they're coming from.
Prank caller, prank caller, prank caller. Tonight's episode is brought to you by ice cream. Mr. Ice Cream.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we
that-
don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form. And we love our military.
Man, I haven't seen this since last May.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Womp,
well,
womp, womp.
Yeah,
That
That kind of
good.
puts a stink in the pickle.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's
how
enough
with the
to-
wild boar? That beats any wild boar story. Thank you
I don't know.
for sharing, but wow.
I'll put it this way: I shot a 450-pound sow with a 50 caliber air rifle from a tree at 9:30 at night.
Wow.
And let me put it this way: I was there's you know how scared you'd be about looking at that there that army convoy. Imagine having to climb down that tree in the middle of the night and walk down to where you just winged a wild pig.
No thanks.
Yeah, them wild boars, they got a shield of cartilage on their back that's damn near bulletproof unless you got really super high caliber.
And the damn tusks or horns or whatever those things are ridiculous.
Yeah,
right.
they got two sets of them, cutters and wetters, and those things will cut you up.
Camo, raise your backs. Come on, man. Quit hiding in the background. Get up here. Sidetrack.
It's only 5 miles long. It was a 4-minute video, but I just wanted you guys to see.
Right, just
Thank you
one
very
minute.
much for sharing that, Dan.
Yeah.
To some extent, Jan, but OMG.
Yeah, I know it is an OMG moment.
I'm seeing these 4 red flags. I'm waiting to hear Bonnie's new channel.
It's actually we're a variety show tonight. We got some good people, and yeah, Blaine's talented, and he's also a singer, and I didn't even really know he was a singer for a while after I knew him, probably like 2 years. Yeah, we all have hidden talents, and we want people to like let us know what yours is.
Hidden talents, she says.
Gifts. We all have gifts.
Oh, so
Mine's not
jealous.
hidden. I get mine from my dad. I'm an asshole.
No, that's not a gift. I'm talking about something like Chuck making dried flower arrangements. I'm kidding.
Wow, you got Jen busting a gut over there.
Or, Camo Carl doing his toenails,
He never did his toenails. I've watched a long time. He's done a lot of things. Some nails.
Yeah, there's a guy named Agent J that we crack. I don't know. I haven't figured out what exactly it means. Bonnie can help me on this. But he's got some picture, something he took of his feet, or there's some pedicure he had, or something like that. But it's some picture got like a gazillion hits or something, and now they call him the foot fetish guy or something.
For the record, as terrifying as that conversation is, oh my goodness.
No,
Come on, CJ.
it's just the funny things that people do, the pictures that, who knows what was going on, but I don't know the backstory, but we just laugh about it because, people do, like, maybe Camo does have his nails done. We don't know that, but,
I know he doesn't. He doesn't have them done. I'll bet a buffalo head nickel Camo Carl does not have his nails done. Camera
wanna
time.
know.
Same.
I want to know how many men in this chat and on this panel wear Jesus shoes, and I want to know now.
For the record, clear coat is totally professional. It's not a bad thing, but that's irrelevant. Back to Bonnie. Bonnie, your channel, your show. What you
You
got?
got an opinion. I love it.
Bonnie was saying, say again all over. Mute all of us. And wait, Blaine unmuted
I
his
do
mic.
not consider painting your nails and clear coating your nails when you got a split nail the same thing.
That's right. So how do you feel
Oh,
about French clear cut? Is it
oh,
gay or is it legit?
if you
Is
got
it
a damn
manicuring
hangnail,
or
no. If you have a hangnail and you put
no? NC
something
Deb,
over it,
you're a beautiful female. Your opinion does not apply.
two
You're a
toenails.
gorgeous woman, and a gorgeous woman can do whatever she wants with her toes, and men will appreciate it. But Blaine said, I think this one thing might be different. Help us out, Blaine. What is it?
Clear coat on a split nail is not the same thing as painting your nails.
That's cool. I respect that. Total mad respect. Now, I don't agree. I don't have the skill, nor can I understand, but I respect it. And then see, Deb, the
Yes.
reason I was so brutal was you're a gorgeous girl. And girls, despite the entire media beating down against us, you're good to go. You're all pretty. Doesn't matter what you do. And no one's going to convince me otherwise.
Well, thank you, but y'all are the protectors. You're our big
Ain't got
brother.
nothing to do with the nails, gorgeous. Nothing.
Okay. Well, if we're staying with just the nails and talking about people's feet, that's one thing.
Blaine muted afterwards, which means he lost interest 10 minutes ago. You got to do this. You got to work with this. We can do this.
Okay.
Blaine, get back here. Get back here, Blaine. We
Thank
love you.
We're talking of the difference between a medical need and a primping, as we say down south, need.
He articulated that already.
Yeah,
No,
I know. I'm just doing it in my own way.
It's not that I lost interest, y'all. It's that there's other things going on around here, and I don't want to take up the panel.
Okay.
Blaine.
That's very kind of you.
Blaine. Sorry, Bonnie.
But as you can tell, Rabbits just speaks when he wants to. So, if you have something to say, please say it.
You're muted.
So y'all all get quiet.
Blaine.
I
stopped.
Yes, I know. My dog's being loud too.
Because of the wolf, right? Are we talking wolf here? You got things going on, correct?
Hey, Bundy,
yes, I have a couple of wolves
Okay.
around here, and they're driving the dogs nuts.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Bundy, if you're talking about manscaping, if you're going to be a real man, a man would do that manscaping with a sharp, jagged, rusty beer can lid.
Or a tuna can, man, unwashed. Oh, God. That's awful.
And when he's done with it, he'd use that to cut off that damn man bun.
Oh, yeah, that would take a while.
That's some racist stuff right there, Chuck. Or Texas
Jen, I
psychobilly.
appreciate you coming up on panel. Thank you very much. And thank you for sharing your picture.
Yeah, Jen, that was awesome. Thank you.
You leaving us already, Jen?
Early to bed, early to rise makes only some of us wealthy and wise because we can't do it.
Bye, Jen.
We can still get wise, but we just can't get wealthy.
Stop that. I'm tired of that. Jen, thank you so much. I'm sorry to lose you. You're gorgeous. But that's a mistake, NC Deb. We
Well,
can
yeah.
all get wealthy. And look, she's out. NC Deb has something to say, but she's muted. She was totally going to give that little piece, that thing we want. Let's hear it. I'll shut up. Please say it.
Why do you think I was going to say something?
Not you, NC Deb. Jen.
Oh,
Oh, no, I was just going to say goodbye. Love you guys. Thanks for having me. That's
All
all.
right, see you later, Jen. Good seeing you.
Yeah, same here. Bye, guys.
Bye, beautiful.
Archie.
Bye, beautiful.
Bye.
I love the laugh. She's got to come back, Bonnie. She has to come back. I love the smile. It was awesome. Same thing. And why are you guys all muted? We got to see Deb muted. Now, Blaine made a good excuse. He has a pack of wolves circling him
wolves.
that potentially could eat his soul. We understand what this is like. We've seen this. So Blaine has a total excuse. NC Debs, you're muted. Why?
Do you remember that show that had the kid that was, in other words, he was the kid in the show, but there was an adult voice telling the story of his childhood and it was, he's still in some stuff today, but it was narrated by like him at an older age. And it was him coming up. And I can't think of the name.
Like every movie ever? Stop.
No. It was a series, and he was like a clean-cut little kid, and he had a crush on.
Quantum Leap.
No,
Come on,
no.
Name a movie with the time warp.
No, it's not a movie. It's not a movie. It was a sitcom. It was a sitcom about the 70s.
Okay, Night Court.
No.
Wonder Years. Was it Wonder Years?
Wonder Years.
Okay. Rabbits is the Wonder Years, and he is narrating the panel.
Rabbit is mildly retarded. It is up here by mistake and will not be repeated.
What? You're mildly okay. That is a racist word. Number one, you're mildly touched. You're mildly
that's
demented.
Not true. That's
you're
not true.
mild.
And Blaine will back me on this one because I said mildly, and he understands the temperament.
Wait, Blaine will back you on what?
What I mean was, when people say mildly retarded, as someone who works with metal, you understand that some things are not as solid as the rest. Was the point I was trying to make. So when someone says you might be slightly off, and they may not be cooled and tempered to the best of their ability or honed, you'll get it.
Yeah, that was offensive at Rabbit. He's not touched. He's rubbed all over.
Ah, for the love of God.
Yeah, touch part. I thought I'd get some kind of reaction to the touch part. Nope. He just went on.
No, you got it. I ignored it on purpose because I'm not in preschool.
Okay, but like, wait.
But
somebody's
we can
talking
go
about
there
being retarded, and I'm still sitting here. I'm so slow that my ears are ringing.
Blaine, how are you paying attention with the flock of wolves around you right now?
Good point.
Wolf. It's more than one wolf.
He's
I've heard 0
multitasking.
gunshots. What the hell, brother?
He's multitasking, keeping everybody private and inside. And
I respect what he does. The man is skilled. He's in a tent somewhere.
No, he's not in a tent.
I saw the roof. It was a tent.
It's his porch. Damn.
It's a tarp over my porch.
Give him the 5-cent tour.
Okay. Well, let's assume it's over a hard and straight. You know what? I'm going to shut up because it still scares me. And yes.
Shall we dance?
Shall we dance?
Yes,
Don't do that. Hey, you said there were wolves. Now, is everyone looking? Now we stop. I want to witness.
See, this is his home. This is his home.
I see 0 firearms, and that's bullshit with wolves. And you know it, Blaine.
You see 0 firearms. You are correct. There are no firearms in my house. But there is this.
Don't do that.
We don't want to do that, even with a toy gun.
Not the first time it was a gag. Now look, nothing to prove to nobody. Kill it, Bonnie.
No, don't kill it. He's showing us his home here.
Damn it,
You
Blaine.
see, hey, look, this is my house. I have a backyard which goes right up to where the forest is.
All right,
and there's wolves that run right through there. And they come down and
why
they
are you talking to
pestilence the dogs around here. And when the dogs go off, I mute my freaking mic over here.
Love it.
You're telling me I don't have any firearms? You're correct. I have air guns.
I love it.
I have a 50 caliber there and a 25 caliber there.
Sit. We got to steal him. How do we
And
brown bag Blaine?
a knife that'll take you out 3 feet away.
No, we got to brown bag him. And we convince him that our way is right because we love Blaine. That's cool shit, man. Thank you. I didn't mean it that way, but the short version was he was busy. The point I was trying to make was he was busy. What the hell is that, Texas? Sucking your thumb? Get rid of that. No one wants to see that.
Blacksmith. Would he be considered a blacksmith?
Oh, absolutely. He knows what a tang is. Unless you're someone from Detroit or a blacksmith, you're not going to know what that is.
You know what I like, Bonnie? I love the gorgeous ironworks where they do the iron railings. and sculptures, and I've seen the most beautiful. I grew up with those railings. We had the real honest to God wrought iron railings, and they were all fancy with the curling ends and stuff. And it was set like in cement and brick. So it was just, I don't know, I've always liked them.
Rabbit, I know what the tang is too.
It's that orange street powder.
Your timing is awful. NC Deb was talking about a biblical reference, and you screamed "Tang," Chuck. You did it. I'm saying it. You did it.
Thanks for coming up, Jim.
I guess I got, and then I got I, and then I got I, and then I got I.
I like the iron railing also, and it doesn't rot. It doesn't go away.
And you
It's
can
like
paint it. You can paint it. Yep.
yes.
Because when everything went kind of Art Deco and everybody started painting the old furniture, which I don't like very much, but they started beating them with chains and doing the fancy paint, like the rustic, like it's been used a lot. I prefer just the original wood, because one of the things I used to do is refinish antiques, and all different kinds of antiques, and the wood grain and the tiger wood and the different kinds of woods, the walnuts and all that stuff that you don't get, and the mission style furniture. It just all, I don't know what kind of style you like if you're country or if you're conventional or what your tastes are, but I just have
Whatever's cheap.
anything made of wood, the original wood, and not hiding it for any reason.
Yeah.
Painting,
A lot of the things that I do, it is either made out of old barnwood or looks like old barnwood.
Okay, so but that's a different style. That's more like an Adirondack rustic kind of style, I would call it, type thing. That's different. So yeah, I like that too. That's barnwood. Oh my gosh. People pay, and I don't know if you've ever watched the show. There was a show on TV about upcycling, and it was actually shown in California. And this was about maybe 5 years ago. And it was saying how they reuse all of their materials. And it's the same thing with barnwood. I mean, barnwood has been used in the most beautiful to make walls, inside walls. And going back to the simple rustic, I like the feel of a cabin. I like feeling like I'm out in the woods. I've always made the place I live either feel like you're at the beach or feel like you're at the woods.
Yeah. Well, I had the beach, so now it's
time for the woods.
woods. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I did the little fish in the kitchen and painted, the terracotta, and did, to make, and the floor was that sandy tile, and it was New York. And I'm like, man, I want to, have my breakfast nook and maybe hang up some tiki lights and make it feel like Florida in here. New Yorkers used to bring sand into parties in the winter and pretend we were at the beach.
I did that for one of my mother's birthday parties.
I bet you had a mess.
No, it wasn't inside. It was, I just got the baby pools and put sand in it. And
Okay.
And I made palm trees. The fruit tray was a palm tree. Took pineapples and stuck them on a dowel. Is that what it's called? The round dowel. And then I took palm leaves and put them on the top to make it look like a pine tree.
Oh my gosh.
A palm tree.
No, but that's so cool. And you did that all yourself. I thought you were saying you had it catered or something and you did this. No, you did this thing. Oh.
Every event my family has, I have to be the one to do all the decor. I took an old sheet and tore it in 1.5-inch strips all the way up. And then I got the little tiny clothespins. I don't know what they're called. And I had pictures of my mother printed out from when she was a baby up to recent and hung those all over those strips. It was pretty cool.
Nice. You know what I thought you were gonna say? That you did one of those strips on a big pole, and y'all with the ribbon. Have you ever seen that? Where they all hang onto the ribbon, they go around a circle until the ribbon's all the way around.
The maypole, is that what it's called? I
I,
think.
yeah, I think. But oh my gosh, that's so creative. Look at you. You've had to be with the Brady Bunch,
No.
and now
The
you're
was
extended.
related.
Have you hit the 12 mark? Okay, when you hit the 12 mark where you got 6 with 6, in other words, 6 grandkids, 6 kids, and then grandkid from each 6 kids. One from each. You might have like 13, didn't you say, total now?
No.
Okay.
One of my sons has no children, and one of my daughters has no children.
Okay, so you're hovering around the 10, like generation to generation 10, like 4 grandkids, 6 kids.
Number 8 will be here at the end of this month.
Okay, so double that. Okay, so you've recreated the Brady Bunch 12. Now you're 12 plus another half, so you're 1.5 times the Brady Bunch now. Wow, and carrying on to the generations. God bless y'all. We love you, and even though you don't always or ever have I heard you ask for prayer, you got it all the time, and you know it from all of us.
Thank you.
We love you.
Love y'all too.
And now we know you are fancy pineapple girl too.
I just like doing stuff like that. I did my daughter's wedding. I did my sister's wedding. I did my wedding.
How many people was the most that you like did it for? Like how many guests?
At least 100.
Yeah, that's some. And did you have help? Like, did you have little helpers, or did you do it all, get it ready ahead of time, or?
Actually, one of my friends did come up with me whenever I was doing the cupcakes and making the little flowers on top. She came up to help me make the little flowers because it was very detailed and it took a while.
So you're a cake decorator too. That's cool.
Well,
Look,
not well.
you
not-
can write. You can write on a cake, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That's
can do the fondant and yeah, but not professionally.
oh no. I used to do them for dogs. I used to do birthday cakes like Bones, and then I used to do a lot of stamping, you know, like of a paw print or something, or I would do the stick-ons of the different things, you know, like the ones that are already made. And then I'd write names, but I didn't like the cursive writing it had to be, that frosting had to be so perfect. I got more into stamping happy birthday Bones and stuff like that. It was a lot easier because they give you that to stamp in there as a guide, you know, to do your writing. And it's real hard to stay in a guide on those small ones and not have all of a sudden the thing blow out. You know, I'm sure you've gone through it if you've done that much. Did you do a wedding cake?
Did I do a wedding
Cake.
I'm thinking.
Oh.
I
All right,
didn't.
Joe. Well, I got to dip real quick, so I'll see you in a little while.
Thank
All
you
right.
for coming. Much appreciated.
Be safe. Get some rest. Thank you.
You too. I didn't do the cake for my daughter's wedding, but I did the cupcakes because the cake wasn't big enough. So I did it. It was tiers of cupcakes with the cake on top. I don't know how to explain it.
No, that's okay. Wow, but that's cool. You're multi-talented. Okay, so we got one left. One left, rabbits. Hello? Hop, hop.
I'm here, but I'm trying to figure out who knows Kino's link. Like Kino drops everyone's link, but I looked
Kino
at
is a
Kino's link.
link dropper, and there is a channel. If you're a mod on this channel, go and click on her avatar. I keep trying to tell people that.
I can respect that, but when I looked up Kino, right, I found this weird person that maybe Kino, and I
You're
love
good.
it.
Oh,
Love it.
Are you enthralled in something that you can't be interrupted? Or
To some extent, I'm mildly infatuated. Yes.
okay, so you're smiling, but can you hold a conversation?
We will go. I can totally be polite among company with tea, but I'm completely infatuated with Kino. I want to
Okay.
see Kino's link in chat. He's doing so much in this thing with that one time. Come on,
She's
NC Debs. We know what's up.
not in it for the fame. Some people are in it for the fame, okay?
Are
They
they?
just like
Fame?
doing what they do. Yes, that's one. Likes doing, but there is a channel, yes. And it's your job to find it.
And I tried, but I found this one person this one time to say, "Give me their credit card number."
You're
And
easily
I don't think that was Kino.
you're easily diverted, let me tell you. You're
To some
gullible
extent.
too. You got sucked in and you know it.
Wow.
At least you're admitting.
Bonnie kind of laughed at that. Maybe a little gullible. Maybe we are the sweet, loving Venus flytrap to some extent. Come on, Kino, where's that thing? We want to see it. Kino. Sorry, Bonnie, that was rude.
Oh my God, Rabbit, I forgot. I was saying that there was one thing left that we needed to know besides the gift of gab. Okay. What gift do you have? What craft? What trade? What do you do that
The
you
absolute bestest thing I can bring to humanity? We're talking about the floor, right?
We're talking about talents of rabbits.
Talents.
Gifts from God.
Dogs and takes care of them.
Okay. And chat will back me on this one. I think Bonnie, to some extent, maybe 50-50, but you're on panel, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You're welcome, NC Deb. You're welcome. You're on panel, aren't you? Beautiful sunflower, little pretty thing, talking and interacting. You're here with us, aren't you?
You're avoiding my question and you're going off on a tangent.
I'm so not being. Let me be very specific.
Get your face out of it.
I asked you to come up on panel and to join with us.
Bonnie asked me. It's her channel.
Did she? Rewind it.
No, rewind, baby. Where were you? You must have come in late.
Camel said it. Distraction.
Yeah, so answer the question. I will interrogate.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so
I will analyze and interrogate.
To be honest, the only really good thing I'm good for is this. I appreciate the time. Things have been good, and there's nothing special. Honest.
Yeah, but what do you do for what is your living? What is your passion? If you could do something as a job for the rest of your life, would it be in a wood shop? Would it be building boats? What would it be doing?
That's a good question. Let me see.
The art. There we go.
Yeah.
That's intense. That's some really intense. Let me see.
You're allowed to answer later. Take as much time as you need, but it's something I want you to think about because we all need to take our passions at this age because we're done breaking our bodies and we're done working for the man and we're done. So we have to take our gifts and our passions that we never thought we could make a career or help people by or whatever God means us to do. And that's where we need to finish the soul searching right there.
And that's it. If I had to take one good thing for myself, it was to have NC Deb say that.
Very good, Deb.
Because not everyone is special. Sometimes we just serve as an example of how not to be.
You're perfect, and God,
you did some really cool stuff right there, NC Debs. I hope they heard you because that was beautiful. Nothing else needs to be said. That was awesome. Look forward.
I just want to say that in God's eyes, we look in the mirror and we see one thing, but in God's eyes, and keep looking at yourself like God would look at you as his perfect child, whether you got one leg, whether you got, whatever is you, just learn how to love yourself, because that's a thing that I think we're all having trouble because we're so caring about everybody, and we're so seeing so much go on that we're just like, and like Bonnie said earlier, and I was so proud of her, is the hardest thing is remembering with all these people and these responsibilities and the money and all that, is just to, you know, remember. How did you say it, Bonnie? I'm having a brain thing here.
Don't do that. You got it. You got it.
No,
Come on, NC Debs. You got it.
no, she said it in the beginning about
But you felt it. You know
it
what's up.
had to do with community, I believe, but it was a statement that you made as a
Something
direct,
along the
yeah,
lines of endeavor to
yeah.
persevere. Yeah.
And I am
Come on, you did it great. You already did it. So awesome. Don't doubt yourself. You did great.
I get
Look at
nervous.
him. Why? I don't get why.
I don't want
This is the part that blows my mind. Like you
I
and
don't want-
Bonnie, right? Both of you are like, well, this might be. You guys are on point. Laser guided bomb. Awesome.
And so
Seriously.
you do. I want you to tell you have a gift, and if you've never tried something like whittling wood, or let's see, I don't know.
Campbell can back me on this one. It takes patience. I don't have it.
No. You don't even have to pick something that takes a lot. I mean, I know a guy who picks up rocks and makes like little cabins out of them, and it'll take like, you know, somebody else makes little like cuts walnuts in half and makes little owl faces and puts like owl,
I like
owl.
it, but you know what? I think Kino gets it, and other people around you get it.
What is it?
We want to protect and love what you do. What you do is badass. So Kino knows someone who loves and promotes what you do. Other people see that one. They're little, okay, that's cool. We're gonna focus on that. That's kick ass. We like that message. We're gonna focus energy on that.
I can't see chat.
Short version is they dig it.
Okay, because all I'm here in this, I'll make this, is to help, because of my journey, help anybody I can along theirs and be support to people with their pets, because that's been my specialty my whole life. That's all I have to offer is wisdom.
That's bullshit.
That's
No,
not.
that's what
All
my
you have
gift,
to offer.
that's what my gift is right now, is to help people. Bonnie, I explained it to her. It would, you know, but it's just your journey. If it's really different than other people's, you found out information that you want to belt out a megaphone, but you can't do it in the current climate. When you want to share great natural things with people, you know, that you can do and use and all that, but you just can't. That's the gift I have, but I'm helping people privately. If there's a cat that's sick or something like that, and I'm meeting those wonderful people, and I think I have a purpose, is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just finding out my new purpose with this new life with no pets.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this one. Camel, you there? I see finding chemo. I see some good people in chat. NC Deb's amazing. Seriously. But I will tell you this. And it's not easy for some people to say, but Bonnie's one of the strongest young ladies I know. She puts out the same thing. The same message I think we all hear, but we don't articulate, which is you're good to go where you're at. You're strong enough and you're good enough where you are. And conglomerate and make stronger where you sit. There's a part they're missing. We don't have to look for something else.
Bloom
You're
where
already
you're
there.
planted.
You're
You
already
bloom.
there.
You bloom where you're planted.
That's it. You're
But
already
you can
there.
be uprooted. You can be uprooted, and this is
Why?
the thing.
I'm not. I ain't gonna uproot nothing.
No, I understand but everybody's got a different situation. Some people are actually sitting there packed and ready to go because
Then we'll grab them and take them. You included.
We'll grab them and take them.
Why
Yeah,
not?
we're all coming out to your house.
You're welcome.
What do you think, Bonnie? Let's just sell and
Bloom where you're at. Bloom where you're at.
We'll go live with rabbits, okay? We'll just sell out.
For the record, rabbits is mildly retarded. I have a feeling you ladies are mildly
Here we go
intelligent.
again. Stop with the words, okay? You're different. You're
No, I'm a mess. A mess. And
We're
the
all
rest
not-
of the chat can appreciate this. But
We're-
you girls, when you talk and when you speak and the things you said before, it resonates with them, regardless of articulation, regardless of life status. They feel it. They know where you're coming from, to some extent.
I feel
like stepping
love.
on a ladder.
I feel love, and that's the only reason I can talk is because I don't believe half the time I'm talking it's really me. I think it's God talking through me.
Deb, I don't think that Rabbit knows how to get the point across of what he's saying. Like he makes it sound like brown bag over the head in the bus, you're gone.
Oh, I meant that. I meant that, but yes. But that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Yes.
I'm
So
sorry, I needed that.
Rabbit was wrong. Rabbit
Thank
was
you.
wrong for that.
Thank you.
For the record, Camel, and Chet, you're next. You're next, Camel. We're gonna brown bag the fuck out of Camel. We love.
Bonnie.
No.
Okay.
I want to take him. I want him.
I
want
snorted.
Camel.
Okay, I snorted. I laughed. Okay, go ahead.
Cannot take people.
I want to take him anyway. All right, I'll shut up.
Oh my goodness.
I like him. I like what he has to say, and I like what you guys
Okay,
are saying.
there's about to be a word. Okay, right now we're gonna come amongst us three and maybe the chat. Okay, we want to pick a word when Rabbits starts hopping so fast and running around the house so fast that we don't know what to do. And we're gonna come up with that code word right now. Go, chat. Come up with the word.
It's loose.
And I want you, when this happens, it's the 5 second purr there.
I was gonna keep my mouth shut, Bonnie, but you said the word. Bonnie said it. Bonnie knows that. You know what? Gorgeous. And FYI, Carl, we're still gonna grab you. FYI.
What is the word? What's the word?
Bonnie knows, and Bonnie, way to tattletale. And they were laughing behind me. I have to mute with the sound mic. I'm mute with the sound mic with the dogs because they're laughing at that.
Kino says bunny hop.
LOL, we're still grabbing Camo. Camo, bring it my ass. We're not going to come at you forcefully. We're going to say we dig what you have to say. And that thing we talked about that one time privately. You're welcome. In other words, you're welcome and we like what you have to say.
March of the Rats. Is that what I saw? What?
I don't know, but Bonnie, did you say he had a squeaky? What was going on with Camo? He robots, but he had a squeaky mic or he had a something going on?
Camo. No, when his phone, after a certain amount of time, it'll start roboting and
he can't hear what we're saying. Yeah.
And a lot of times he can't hear what we're saying, or it's real hard to use the phone. I did it not very long ago, and it overheats, and things start flashing on it, and then this red comes on, and it's like,
Yeah, I get it. The phones. I've not talked to anybody in any state in the country that hasn't had a phone or a computer type issue in the last week. Everybody, and power blips from 10 minutes to an hour, kind of just like what Stephanie said that night. And then tonight was something big going on California way, weather-wise. I think more of the same. And San Francisco, I believe, was about to take a hit or something. But like I said, I kind of briefly checked the weather because the weather is, to me, becoming very concerning. Like seeing y'all freeze when you did, seeing everything, seeing the wind turbines just knocked over. And it was like heartbreaking. And I was like, this is not what they're used to. This is, oh. Uh-oh. Sorry.
That didn't sound good.
Oh, yeah, but the old crystal heart-shaped ashtrays that are like about a quarter of an inch to almost a half inch. Yeah, they can take it. They can even take ceramic tile. Holy moly, that was great. Debbie, sing that song. Something broken glass. Oh, what is that song, Bonnie? Name that tune. Walking on broken glass. It's
you know what it is.
Come on, you know what's up. Head, the girl with the shaved head. Oh my God, red hair. had a bass player or something.
Nothing wrong with red hair, FYI. But yes.
Oh, I thought. Oh God, I'm usually good with music, and I can't think of her. But she had a guy that played with her, and they did like beach videos, and they were MTV days, kind of.
I'm looking.
It's kind of a good song for today's. I've been grabbing lots of songs that were written so long ago. I talked to Bonnie about this, about how they knew, like that one that I shared about, the
Annie Lennox.
Bob Marley's son there. I didn't even know he did anything. I'm not into that kind of music really. But when I started listening to the words, I was like, holy moly,
Yes,
I mean,
catch that. Her name is
what is
Annie. Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox. Annie Lennox. Okay, yep. But that was a good video. She had one heck of a voice. I think she's still singing.
A crazy one that I like. Her name is LaRue. Is that what she goes by? LaRue. Bulletproof. Isn't she the one that sings Bulletproof?
I don't think I've heard it.
Baby, I'll be bulletproof. Yes, that's her.
No, it sounds like a good song though. Like
You haven't
Damn
ever
it.
heard it?
no, I don't think I've ever heard it. I mean, I'm missing out on a lot because I spent a lot of nostalgia time and I follow bands that I've followed for like decades, and sometimes I miss out on new stuff. Or there's
And keep laughing at the way I sing.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, singing is good. All emotions are good. All emotions welcome here, except put a hone in on the anger, and instead just be quiet instead of anger. That's all we ask, right? And we're not out to heal anybody, fix anybody, or spread gossip or inflict harm in any way, shape, or form. And if you're 18, you probably should leave. I mean, if you're under 18, you probably should leave.
Yeah, I watched Nose Pick and snag one out of 101s the other night, and I was like,
yeah,
good catch. They must sit there and go through each person to see.
I had to check for Blaine the other night. You just go to their profile and you can tell in a second, and you don't have time to do that crap. That's for us to do. And so we go and we check it out. And that's when I said, because she knew me, but I know so many people, I didn't recognize her. She had a really godly name, and by faith, something by faith. And I just went and checked her eyes like 2014. She's got some sewing videos. She crochets, or I said she's fine, but she thought they were looking at her because I was half asleep and all I heard was trolls, and I woke up out of a dead sleep and I looked over and Blaine was still on, and I went, there's trolls. So I put the eyeballs in there. Well, it was just one girl that was paranoid because she didn't have a moderator thing and was new. And she just said, I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll. And so it was just kind of funny. But anyway, he made her a moderator and said, no harm intended. But yeah, when you wake up, you're that bad. You've moderated so many channels that you can be sleeping and hear the word trolls and wake up. That's kind of sad.
Yep.
But that's how I've been. It just happened that I fell asleep during his stream. We've all done funny things like the prayer-thons and stuff. I think it's a great idea. You could have the power hour.
That was my most embarrassing moment was prayer-thon.
Yeah. I think, you've not told me anything else that's horrified you more. Well,
there were 2 times. There was the one when I started reading scriptures and I couldn't see the words, and it was like, huh. And then God bless Guardian, she was up there and she said, you can go to Gateway Bible, I think it's called, something like that. I've got it up here somewhere. And you can then make your print larger or smaller.
Oh, okay. On a computer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And once I did that, then I was able to read it clearly. And then when I fell asleep, when Dave Snedeker asked me a question and I didn't answer it.
Oh, yeah. That was right. That was right. Because you said, you go, here I was, Hawk. You said Hawk was up there?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like all the, and it's not like we're idolizing. We don't idolize people, but it's people that we have much love and much respect and a history and just a love for. And for her, that was, and they didn't care at all. I mean, they know that, I mean, you were there, I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours. And it's okay to eat. It's okay to go to the bathroom. It's okay to like fall asleep if you need a power nap. But yeah, you were horrified and they were fine with it. They were actually felt bad that you felt so bad.
I know. They kept telling me, you're not the first. You won't be the last."
No, and I mean, seriously, I watched a bunch of people go down, honestly. And the snoring. Now, if you would have been belting out a really loud snore or something, and then not turned your mic off and had to be muted or something, that would have been a wild little exit. But you didn't even do that.
Well, that's what, whenever I woke up and it was still going, and then after it was over, I went back and went to that part, and I was like, please don't let me have snored or worse, because my mic was on, everything was still running. It was
And you were all right. And you made it through. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, because I could tell a lot of times, you could tell who was getting tired, and it was great because somebody would either like excuse himself off panel and another person would come right back up, or everything was working out, or they'd go down to 3 people, or because there was times during the night where few people would give out at once. And so
Yeah.
it was almost like a shift thing, but it was beautiful. And I will forever be grateful because so many of those, I guess hundreds, it was hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hundreds of streams I was on of that man's show. And he is one of, like you said, I hold him in such high regard as a human being, as the heart, the soul, the
Yeah.
drive, the miracle. We're lucky we're even talking to him.
Yes.
I mean, his story is, and I love to hear people's stories like that. And that's why I ask silly questions and all that, because, it's really inspiring to hear where people came from. And he is one hell of a survivor with the biggest heart. And, the one that you say give shirt off their back.
Yep.
Yeah. And I described something today, and I said to somebody, if the toast is burnt, I'll eat the burnt one and I'll give you the good one. And I said, that sums it up as far as like who I am.
Yeah.
And it's simple, but so anyway, sorry to get all philosophical and stuff.
It's okay. You've heard me.
So rabbits, we expect to hear within a week what your talent is. And I don't care if it's popsicle sticks, if it's watching football. No, it better not
Pretty
be.
good with popsicle sticks, but I'll take the time to focus on what my best talent could be.
Green thumb, that could be a talent.
That's nice.
Building a filtering system or something that you've accomplished that is something that's just a little out of the norm, even rebuilding an
As
engine.
much as I appreciate the compliment and the challenge, right?
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Bonnie, for allowing all of us to come up on your panel and talk in your own forum, regardless of our skills.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bonnie.
I can mute you. You know that. Okay.
It's okay. I deserve it. I deserve it.
He uses this excuse and puts a label on himself saying mentally what? I think you're just you.
That's a fair assessment.
And there's no one like you. And there shouldn't be.
That's not true. There's someone else, that little person, when you whisper to the left. They're out there. They're out there.
Oh, it's the devil on the shoulder. Is that what you're saying?
No, no, no.
Okay. Angels on one. Even if the
Negative.
devil hops on the other.
Equally no.
Okay.
What it is we love the message. Look what you do with chat. The rest of them, they're talking, they dig it, they're feeling it.
We needed to play a song, Bonnie, and where do we like fall off on that goal?
She's
Carl.
got it. She's got it.
Poor Carl, and you probably should have gone with Hope. And Lily said there's no silly questions, and I agree. Well, I used to not agree, but now I ask questions about everything. Ask anybody, they'll tell
All the time.
You want to know something from God? Ask him why. Okay? You want to know something from a friend that you need to know? Ask them why. The more you ask why, and God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, if we listen more than we speak, we will keep on gaining more and more wisdom, and then speak when we're needed. And that's the hard part. That's the part when you get multiple people on panel and stuff like that, to give equal time and all that. And I've struggled with it when I first started. I don't know about you, Bonnie. You said you were more of an introvert, but I had trouble thinking I needed to fill in the gaps of silence. Sometimes I was nervous. You know what I mean? It took a while for me to like calm down and go. And then I saw that one person, like you would ask us a question. Say you just decided to ask the 2 of us a question. Everybody on the panel thought they had to answer every single question, and it was directed at them. So you got like 5 answers blasting at once. So yeah, just little experiences stuff. And so it took me a while to like calm down, because I was so excited to talk to people. And I was like, I'm actually like on YouTube, and oh my God, I just found the chat button in 2020. I never even knew I could chat. I was like such a newbie, but I jumped in face first. I think just like everybody does. When we jump in. We're chatters, we're lurkers, we're a little bit of everything.
Lurkers.
The lurkers, and all lurkers, please like this and share and subscribe, please. Thank you. We're sponsored by God.
Okay. Didn't play this the other night, so I'll play it.
That's the one.
That's the one
that you told me about.
Winter is here again, oh Lord. Haven't been home in a year or more. I hope they hold on a little longer. Send a letter on a long summer day, made of silver, not of clay. Ooh, I've been running down this dusty road. Ooh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps keeps on turning. I've been trying to make it home. I gotta make it for too long. Ooh, I can't take this very much longer. I'm stranded in the sleet and rain. Don't think I'm ever gonna make it home again. The morning sun is rising, it's kissing the day. Ooh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. For tomorrow. Ooh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps me yearning. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps me yearning.
Sweet.
And I need to be excused a moment. So I'm going to share this one more time for the ones that weren't here because it's awesome. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Is there sound?
They think this fence without barbs is going to hold us in? God dang, that hurts. Whew. I guess it will hold us in. And on this farm, he had a cow. E-I-E-I. Oh, wow. Barbed wire fences ain't got nothing on this one, man. Whew. What a rush. What's he talking about? How can this one line without barbs hurt a cow anyway? Oh, hey, watch it. Man, barbed wire fences ain't got nothing on that one. Hey, city cow.
Are you like talking to me?
Yeah, could you do me a favor?
I guess.
You see this line right here? Go ahead and touch it with that wet nose of yours.
Okay, but
Ow! What happened?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yep, I was right. That thing will hurt you when you touch it. Well, I'll be danged. Ow!
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! That thing bit me.
You're bitten?
That means you're infected.
He's contagious!
He's
infected!
I don't want to
Do it! Do it!
Ow!
My turn! Ow! Oh, why did I do that?
Oh, that really hurts.
Bro, that was hilarious.
Man, that hurts me just watching you do it.
Oh, yeah, by the way, don't touch that thing.
Rabbits. There's Bonnie.
Still good.
Yeah, it was perfect timing. Still good. I love it.
Saw something in the chat, and that's a good one. Let's see if I can find the cover.
Oh, I wanted to say something. How we were talking about this earlier, and I don't know if y'all know it, but the lead singer of Boston ended up being a Home Depot employee that had been doing YouTube videos to sound just like him and ended up being a lead singer. And the other one was Journey when Steve Perry bowed out. There was I believe he was in he might have been in Hong Kong, maybe. And he had spent his whole time growing up doing those songs, and he sounded just like him. And you got to see him now, like as they're touring and stuff. The guy, it sounds just like Steve Perry. We were talking about that, me and Bonnie.
You're trying to piss everybody off? Really? What
No.
the hell is that?
No, I'm just saying that these people were picked out, like you and me were picked out off of YouTube and ended up being, because of their love of an artist and because how hard they tried, they ended up being in that group. And that's cool. Don't you think?
Don't you know?
Don't you know? It ain't
I
nothing.
don't. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay, it ain't nothing but a thing, but a chicken wing. Don't worry, it's all good.
Okay, let's see if this one's any good.
Okay. Camo liked the twangy version, by the way.
Nice.
Childhood living easy to do. The things that you won't take, I bought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. And wild horses couldn't drag me away. And wild horses couldn't drag me away. I watched you suffer. Don't make me pain. And now you decided gonna show me the same. No sweet baby except all stage life could make me feel better. treat you unkind. In a wild horse couldn't drag me away. In a wild horse couldn't drag me away. I know I dreamed you of sin and lie. I've had my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken, and tears must be cried. Now let's do some living after we're done. Well, I said, couldn't drag me away. In a wild house, couldn't drag me away. In a wild house, couldn't drag me away. I'm gonna ride them someday.
Good pick, Al.
Rabbits.
Chuck sent something funny.
OMG. What?
Just checking if you're there, breathing, doing
Still
all right.
breathing.
Good.
Still breathing, Nancy Debs. Relax. I promise. You have got one hell of a questionnaire standing by. However,
It better not be tonight.
Why not? If we don't have tonight, then remember the song. What do we have?
Okay, stop. Is there a way to stop you? No.
Oh my God!
Dude, stop it.
That was a setup for failure, Bonnie. Did you read the fucking words?
It's not. Hang on.
Este yo muy mucho battle.
When you actually see it, you will laugh.
No doubt. But the language could be less than articulate to your channel.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I better mute it. Thank you.
Trying to say that one time with the thing, and you can't just unmute it. What the heck? That's the thing that one time we talked about over.
I'm dying.
Okay, I'm gonna mute me, and I'm gonna play
I'm gonna go
it
back to listen to Terry Reid while you figure this out. What the
without
heck?
the sound.
And you're going to Pornhub, don't lie.
No,
It's
Terry
not.
Reid, Seed of Memory.
I'm kidding.
Oh, need the language. Well, oh well. We're at the end of the show. We'll
Oh
see
no, I'm sorry.
what.
My language?
No, I
No.
posted mine in
Oh,
private. I wasn't
oh,
bad.
oh, okay. I thought I said something. I was like, did I just say something?
Oh, well, I did. I did that thing with the foot and the stuff you're not supposed to show. Honey, and the big giggle. The big giggle.
Oh God. You
What did I
crazy.
just do?
I have no idea. Did you lose it or do you still have it? The video. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't leave us because we'll keep up the good chat going all night till you get back.
All right, let me play this.
Pendejo. Pendejo. Pendejo.
Me chupa un
Pendejo. Pendejo. Pendejo.
me oh, Trudy couldn't catch the ring. Oh, funny. I lost y'all. All right, guys. I'm going to close it up. Carl and Chuck, did y'all want to come up for a backstage? I don't know if y'all have the room.
Thank you for a wonderful time, Bonnie. Thanks for coming on, and it was a great night.
Full
Thank
disclaimer:
you.
it's really bad in the backstage. Like it's next level, just awful. So
Psycho. Oh wow. Hello, Psycho.
everybody jump up, jump on the panel right now, and Bonnie has to filter him
This
out.
is the encore. Okay, this is Bonnie. This is where people will be with the lighters. We're like, no, she can't go.
She can't filter us all out. So all of us hop out here, and we'll be some really raunchy stuff. We got to talk about this thing with the stuff and that thing. This one time, we got this. We got this.
Band camp.
But you gotta come back here. You gotta come back on the other side of the rainbow.
Please tell us.
Dark side.
Hey, Rabbit, please tell us about band camp. Okay, please tell us about band camp.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, Rabbit.
Wait a minute. Let me close it.
There's an ad. What's up, Ed?
You guys figure that out. Figure that
Bye,
out.
y'all. Much love.
Oh my God, it's a raid.